If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you some more insane trading methods that could help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. Now if you are enjoying the content or you are new around here, I ask that you do please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. And then make sure to check out all the links in the description, like Twitch for all my daily live streams, Discord for all sorts of trading advice and investments, and all the other links down there as well. With that said, let's go ahead and let's jump right into these trading methods. So guys, we got a couple different trading methods for you to try out. They're going to be very, very good. And what we're going to be looking at specifically is trading with silver cards today, which is very, very profitable no matter how many coins you have. You can see I have 2 million coins and I would still recommend doing this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go Premier League midfielder, silver rare, nation, England. Now, these cards are up in price because they strong link to the brand new Silver Star, who's got a really, really good card. So these all sell for like 900 a piece, as you can see. So you want to pick these up like 750 or less, or if you want to insta sell them at like 9 or like let's say 850, they're probably going to like insta sell at. You can pick these up for 700 or less. Now, with these cards, I definitely recommend just bidding because sniping with these, there aren't a ton of these cards on the market or just in the game in general, so they're not going to pop up that much. So I don't think it's really worth the time to sit there and try to snipe these cards. But I do definitely think it's worth the time to try and bid on these because I think you're going to win quite a few of these cards for cheap because it's not a filter a lot of people are really going to think to do because they're just cards that have gone up because of somewhat of a link investment, I guess. Not really link investment, but because of the link they get to an objective. Here we go, Chowdery for 500. Oh my goodness. And someone picks it up there for 500 before. So if you're not picking up every single card sniping, definitely not worth it. So I would just stick to bidding with this filter, see what you're able to pick up here. I mean, we could potentially pick this guy up for 750, 600 here, 700. So there's enough cards here to go through, go around and bid on all these and make some good coins on them. So this is our first filter. It's just going to be these Premier League English midfielders are definitely going to be a play. And something I wanted to check out as well was the left backs. I haven't looked at this yet, but it could definitely be a usable filter, and it is. If we look here, Sessegnon goes 2,200. Let's see. So Sessegnon's going to be the cheapest at about 2K. So bidding on these cards is definitely going to be very viable as well. You have Henry and you have Sessegnon. I'm guessing Henry goes quite a few coins here because he's got a nice silver card and he links with that new Silver Star. So he's a card to keep an eye on as well. You can see here a couple low bids for a guy that goes for about 4,000 coins. So keep an eye on him as well. But moving into our next filter, basically because of the daily SBC that got released yesterday, there are a lot of silver rares up in price, specifically guys from major nations. So if we look at silver rare and go to France here, you can see there's a couple cards up there for 550. If we go 600, that's when there's quite a few cards. So these cards are basically going to sell 550 a piece here. There's one still just sitting there, 350. He's gone now. So these French cards all sell 550 a piece. So what I would do is I would try to snipe and bid on these guys for 400 coins or less. And what you can do is just go through, mass bid 400 a piece on every single one of these cards. And then while you're waiting for them to expire, then you can go in and try to snipe these cards. And this actually works with both bronze rare and silver rare cards, which we'll show you in a second here. But go through, mass bid what you got a mass bid on, do that. And then let me see if there was like a market glitch, if there's any more coming in here soon. Not really. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to do your sniping. Now, with marquee matchup supply, these prices could definitely drop. So I would recommend making sure you're checking your prices every time before you go in and do a filter because you need to adjust your selling price and your buying price when you're doing things like this. Right there, we get a left back there for 300, I believe it was. And always check the prices of these cards when you snipe them and win them, because a lot of these will go for different prices based upon their position, rating, things like that. Because I knew that like left backs and right backs go a bit more. So this guy will actually be able to sell for close to 1,000 coins, which is some very, very nice profit there. So things we love to see. So we'll go ahead and move on. And like I mentioned, you can do this with most major nations. France and Spain are really going to be the two best. So if we look at Spanish players here, these guys are actually going less than French players right now. They're selling about 500 a piece, it looks like. So a couple there for 300. Okay, those are gone now. But same thing applies here. You're gonna go through, do your mass bidding that you can for 300 coins a piece on these cards. And there's actually a lot of these on the market, it looks like, which is very nice for mass bidding. Come through, mass bid 300 a piece on every card here. And then after you go through and bid on all these, then you're gonna go back and do a bunch of sniping on these cards as well. So you're kind of winning cards from both sniping and bidding when you do the method like this. So let's keep it rolling here. All right, we'll bid on a couple more cards. We'll stop right there, and then we'll kind of see if we can win a card sniping as well. So max price 300. See how quickly these cards pop up. And basically, I would just recommend switching between nations until you find one that's easiest for you, where you're picking up the most cards at a good price. Right away here, we get a Spanish right mid for 300 coins. It looks like he's not going to be going for anything special. We could probably sell him for like 550 here. So we'll take those coins right there. Things we love to see. Now let's see if we've won any cards here. What are we looking at? That's from last night on stream. So wow, we actually got outbid on all of these guys. So if you find that you're getting outbid on every single card, so I bid 300, it didn't work. Someone decided they are going to bid 350. So what I need to do is the next time that I go in and bid, I'm going to mass bid 350 on every card. So this is a good point. If you are mass bidding, don't just keep pushing the same price if it's not working. You'll have to up your price. And I know I can sell these guys at 500 a piece. So 350 is more than fine. I'm making over 100 coins per card still after tax, specifically 125 a card. And if I'm picking them up at this rate and I'm sniping them, that's still going to be some great coins. So gonna have to readjust my price there, but still a good price to win those at. And hopefully, yeah, so we can get rid of these so we can bid on some more cards, and we'll get into our next filter here. And again, it's something to keep in mind that a lot of these will go for different prices based upon their position. Like for example, last night I was finding, I think it was Spanish left backs were going towards like 1,000 coins. Let's take a look here. Not as much anymore, but they are like up at 800 here, whereas the other Spanish players are at 500. So this is something to keep an eye on as well. Both when you're bidding on cards and when you're selling them, you could definitely bid a bit higher on things like left backs that are Spanish, and they'll be easier to win as well since they're a little bit more expensive. And then again, just a final point here, you could do this with most major nations. France and Spain I find to be the best. I believe England works well too. Let me look at England here. They've dropped in price a bit, so maybe not as much. They're going, basically, they're going to sell 450 a piece, so you'd want to be winning these for 300 or less on bid. So that's kind of what we're looking at here in terms of these filters. Pretty easy stuff here. It looks like these England players will probably be pretty easy to win for 300, if I'm honest. So we'll bid on those. We'll see what happens with that. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.